Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Timmy Treacle, also known as Horror Fan for Life. In this next video, I am going to be ranking the Halloween franchise into 5 different categories. Each movie will be ranked according to the 5 different categories, which are killer, really good, good, watchable, and terrible. And as most of you know, this is my second favorite horror franchise behind Friday the 13th. And for the most part, this franchise has put out some really good movies, and there definitely are some bad ones. So without further ado, let's get right into this. The original Halloween, I mean, really, do I need to say anything? It's killer. It's freaking awesome. John Carpenter, Deborah Hill, phenomenal. I love the cast. I've talked about this movie so many times. Uh, it is a classic uh, slasher film, um, and I like the characters totally. And PJ Souls, I love her character. She's my favorite. But this uh, set the stage for many more franchises to come after it. Even though technically it's not the first slasher film, uh, personally I give that to Psycho. But regardless, this movie is phenomenal. It is killer. It is an awesome movie. Same goes for part two, the best sequel in the franchise. And in this movie, we get a more angrier Michael Myers. It's actually we actually see blood in this movie, and he is just badass in this movie. And I've always said that if they ended the story with just these two movies, I would have been more than happy as a fan. Uh, but they didn't, and unfortunately, we got another movie, and well, here we go. And I'm sure I'll probably get some hate from some of the fanboys that like this next movie, but to each their own. If you like it, I'm happy for you. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know my distaste for this movie. And Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, regardless of what you fanboys of this film say, I don't hate it because Michael Myers is not in the movie. I hate it because it sucks. This movie is filled with terrible characters. I don't like the story. It's just not a good movie. It is a dumpster fire. Uh, but like I said, if you like it, if you love it, awesome. But to me, along with many other people, despise this movie. Even if the movie wasn't, if it wasn't involved with the Halloween franchise, it still sucks. It just does. It's generic. Uh, uh, the only thing I liked about this movie, and it's a small thing, I like the little catchy tune with the commercial for the mask. That's it. Uh, but enough about that. Uh, let's move on. Halloween 4. And of course, Halloween 3, let's get back real quick, is terrible. It's god awful. That's the category it goes into. Halloween 4, The Return, killer. Awesome, awesome way to bring the franchise back and lift it back up to where it needs to be. Uh, they learned their lesson. just like Friday the 13th did, because they tried doing the same thing. You can't mess with what's working, and I appreciate them trying. At least with Friday the 13th Part 5, I can actually watch that movie, and I actually enjoy it. That's for another conversation. But Halloween 4, phenomenal. I love the opening. It gives me chills every time I watch the opening because it really feels like fall. You got that slight cool chill in the air, and it's just great. And love seeing Donald Pleasance, of course. And we're introduced to Danielle Harris, who I absolutely love. That's for another time. But yeah, it goes into killer. Awesome movie. Halloween 5, The Revenge, goes into really good. And I know I'm probably going to catch some flack from some people out there. But I've always loved the sequel. Um, Even though um, there are some goofy things about this movie, most notably the officers, but this is supposed to be, I would say, more of a horror comedy anyway, because of some of the things they did with this movie. Uh, but some people don't see it that way. Some people have this as one of the worst of the franchise. For me, I think it's really good. It's right below Killer, and I love it. I will admit though, I don't like the mute uh, character in the film. I think they should have done away with that. But I know she's supposed to be traumatized and all that after attacking her stepmother. But still, they should have done away with that. Uh, Halloween, The Curse, goes into the killer category. And again, I'm sure I'm probably going to catch some flack from people out there. I love this movie. I love Paul Rudd in the movie as Tommy. Uh, and rest in peace, Donald Pleasance. His final performance in the franchise, and pretty much in any film, I believe. And I love this story. The kills are phenomenal. Michael looks badass as always, and we get a great story. Although the one thing I don't like about it is Danielle Harris wasn't in the movie. Uh, I really think it hurt it, and I really wish they would have let her character live um, at least a little over halfway through the film. Uh, the girl who portrayed her, um, her character, she just wasn't all that good. And that's no offense to her, but she just wasn't that good. She's no Danielle Harris. Let's just put it that way. Uh, but I really wish they could have worked out a deal and got her in here. Unfortunately, it didn't. But other than that, I love this movie, and it goes into the killer category. All right, Halloween, 20 years later. This movie goes into the good category. Over the years, it's kind of gone down for me. Uh, the first 15 minutes of this movie is badass. Had they made this movie like that throughout the entirety of the film, it'd be in the killer category. But they didn't. Michael's mask looks god awful in this movie. You can see his eyes, which I just cannot stand. And the setting just didn't feel like Halloween. I will say I love the cast in this movie. I think they did a great job with what they had. And this was supposed to be the perfect ending to this franchise. But we all know what happened. And so let's get right into it. Halloween Resurrection is terrible. It, along with Season of the Witch, I despise. I never watch these two movies. Um, in my mind, they don't exist. And I actually don't have them uh, purchased. I don't own them. I despise them. I don't watch them. And I cannot believe they made this dumpster fire of a movie. I like the premise. I like the fact that they're in his house and doing all this stuff. But the characters are terrible. Uh, Led by Busta Rhymes and his stupid kung fu. God, oh my God, that pisses me off. But anywho, Resurrection is terrible. That's where it belongs. Getting on to Rob Zombie's Halloween goes into Killer. And I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't care. I love this movie. I love the origin from when he was in middle school. We see his first kill, the bully, and then he ends up killing his whole family, with the exception of his baby sister and his mom. And I love how the mom is so upset she takes her own life, and then of course Jamie is left as an orphan and is adopted by the Strobes. So Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, it's freaking phenomenal, and it goes in the killer category. Next movie, uh, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, goes into the really good category. It's just one tier below his first film. I love the way he ends this movie. The only thing I didn't like about this movie is the whole ghost story. Um, I really don't think we needed that in here. If it just would have stuck with the straight, just Michael Myers kicking ass, and you know, and eventually, him going down, and I think that would have been great. And it probably would have been in the killer category. But for that, I didn't like the whole ghost thing. I know he wanted to have his wife in the movie and everything, and I get all that stuff, but you know, to each their own. Some people actually like it. That's the only thing I don't like about the sequel. Moving on to 2018's Halloween. Yes, we have 3 Halloween movies. 2018, I was really excited for it, and for the most part, I really enjoyed it. It goes into the really good category. Uh, the main thing I didn't like about this is they changed the storyline of how he's not, uh, they're not brother and sister. I don't like that. I don't understand why they would change that. And I know they want a new storyline and all that, but I'm just not a fan of that. But Michael looks great in this movie. I love the kills. The music, the score is phenomenal, of course. And it's a really good uh, movie, set, 40 years later. And yeah, this is a really good film, and it goes into the really good category. And the last movie we've got in this franchise so far, Halloween Kills, it goes into the really good category as well. My favorite characters are the gay couple. I think they're freaking phenomenal. Uh, you got Big John and Little John. I love their characters. The most annoying thing about this movie, though, is Evil Dies Tonight. They say that way too many times. It's really annoying. And that escaped mental patient who they think looks like Michael. That's another thing that drives me insane about this movie. He looks nowhere near like Michael Myers. He's not the same height. He's not the same weight. Uh, it is really annoying. And they end up killing that guy, basically, because he jumps out the window. I really wish what they would have done is um, when the character is first chased by that mob after the car accident, when he turns around, I wish Michael was there just to grab him and just basically choke him out and kill him and be done with it. I don't like the fact that they chase him around town thinking he's Michael. And that was just so stupid. But other than that, though, this movie is still really good, and that's where it belongs. So there you have it. That is my ranking of the Halloween franchise. I'm really looking forward to Halloween Ends. I want to see how they end this timeline. And I really hope to see Danielle Harris in this movie. I really want to see her in this movie. But other than that, in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions on this list. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And if you like this video, hit the like button. But thanks again for watching, and check you later.